It's going to be a beat 'em up. It'll kind of have a similar feel to Magic Sword, but it is a more traditional beat 'em up. So you guys know the things you should know heading into this game is that, I mean, you can change the controls if you want, but the extra joy move is basically a special move that clears enemies around you but takes health. So the goal is going to be beat stage 4 as a fighter on difficulty normal. Pretty standard game. The treasure chests can be very useful, so you want to open those up when you see them. But other than that, it's a pretty standard beat 'em up, and one of my childhood faves. So just go into options if you can, and make sure that we're on normal. And you can change extra joy if you want. I guess just leave manual shield off. And yeah, that's it. So go ahead and hit into one-player mode, and then hover over fighter, which I think is default. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. So the goal is to beat stage 4 as fighter, and the final boss will be this big Hydra, kind of a 3-headed Hydra. So yeah, this is a really interesting beat 'em up because it almost takes an RPG approach where you slowly level up. It's not, I believe, through experience or anything, but more through pickups and kind of very fixed item drops that you get. So there isn't really kind of an experience routing to it or anything like that. Or actually, you know what? I think points might actually get you experience points, and that might extend your health. So I might have spoken out of turn there. But yeah. So we're actually, I believe this might already be the first boss. Most stages are a bit longer than this, but there are 5 different characters: the wizard, the elf, the fighter, the cleric, and the dwarf. And they all have different strengths and weaknesses. In particular, the wizard and the elf both have projectiles, whereas the other 3 have much shorter ranges. It is limited continues, and you can game over. And it's a reasonable risk to game over in this goal, so you shouldn't go too crazy. And again, this is the finals now that we've already come upon. So this is going to be a best of 3 series, and this is the first game of them. And we'll keep them all to SNES just to keep setup time minimal. This game is actually very difficult. I remember there was a blind race at some point of this one, and it took the final entrant a very long time to actually. It was the blind race of clear the game, and it took the last entrant a very long time to actually clear it. We'll know we're in the final stage because it's a cave type area. Maxie taking a significant lead early on here. I haven't been watching kind of closely enough to be able to see what is going right and what is going wrong, but he's got a solid lead so far, and already heading into stage 3. You might have seen it on the last level, but one of the chests that Maxie opened up was actually a freeze trap, which wound up freezing him in place and doing a small amount of damage for a brief period of time. I was saying a bit earlier how you can slowly level up your attack and defense. And again, I mean, I think you can actually level up your character as well, but it's very fixed item pickups from the bosses and from a couple chests, which levels up your sword and defense. You can see in the lower right how many credits you do have left. And lives as well. So it should be, I guess, a pretty safe continued situation. Maxie on the stage 3 boss. This guy can deal quite a bit of damage to you if you're not careful. I mean, you can see there that dive attack took Coolkid very low very quickly. And he's not always, it's not always, you know, easy to damage him. Yeah, it does like a little over a third of your full health in one shot, it seems. But in a short goal like this, you kind of get a feel for how exactly you're doing on lives and health as you continue. And so you can kind of tell that stage 3, if on stage 3, neither entrant has used up a continue yet. Actually, Maxie's just about to. But it seems like you're good on continue so far. And so playing a game like this blind, you can kind of get a feel for how you need to pace yourself. In these blind races, that's a very, very important thing. It's being able to pace yourself and being able to change your the speed you're going at, so that if you feel like you're going so quick that you're just taking constant damage and you'll never finish, even if it's unlimited continues, if you feel like you are going so quickly that you're taking a lot of damage, then you want to slow it down. Whereas if you're playing so safely that you just could be going much quicker, then you actually want to speed it up a bit and be a bit more risky. Maxie is well into stage 4 now, and this is the last stage of the goal. There are these little bubbles that you can use actually, and when you hit them, you saw that Coolkid just did that. When you hit them, it clears any enemies on screen. And an interesting thing about them is that you can actually push them along, kind of, so that you can use them as optimally as possible. There's a trap I was talking about earlier on Coolkid's screen. Maxie on the final boss of the goal. And Coolkid right behind. Maxie does have a solid, you know, he's taken down 3 of the boss's health now at this point, so he's got a solid lead. We'll see how it goes. Coolkid with the mid-fight level up. Alright, Maxie just has 1 head left, and Coolkid has 2 that remain. We're gonna end it as soon as the item is picked up, but we'll know. But this is actually really close. Okay, that's it. So we're gonna wait for the item to be picked up, but oh wow, that's really close. Coolkid made up a lot of time, so we're just waiting. Well, hold on. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but we're gonna wait for the. No, this is the first one. So yeah, Maxie took the first one. Okay, so that's it. Good enough. So congrats, Maxie. This is a best 3 out of 5. So let's see what the next game is. What's up? Mike's on? Good? Thanks. Okay, so this next game is Asterix and Obelix. For you Frenchies, I'm sure you will appreciate this next one, as that is a French series. So go ahead and pick the, I mean, whatever language you want, I guess, but we'll keep it English. No language advantages. Infogrames. So the goal is to reach the rugby stage.
Doesn't work. It's a PAL game, so I guess we have to try another game.
Okay. You seem devastated. It's actually a really bad game, so I think you guys dodged the bullet. All right, so this next game, as you can see, is going to be Kirby's Dream Course. There's a little bit to know about this game. As popular as this game is, neither competitor has played it before, so it's going to be totally new to them. So this should be a solid race. It's actually a really fun game, and is kind of what got me really into mini golf. It's true fact. So I'm going to go ahead and read these controls for you guys, and so that they know as well. So the continue system is 2 lives, 4 HP per life. You don't, if you do die, if you do lose all your lives and continues, you have to start at the beginning of the world. So it's actually a pretty big setback. And you lose your power up as well if you die. I think anyway. Yeah. For controls, so basically it's a very miniature golf style game. So like by default, you're basically kind of rotating your where you're going to putt around, and if you push down, it helps to extend where you see. It doesn't extend your power at all, but extends to see where Kirby will go. Pushing up kind of lobs him into the air a little bit, and then it'll bounce that way. And then if you hold B and hit left or right, it'll curve Kirby. And then that's all just like setting up your shot. You don't actually shoot until you actually push the button. And then there's like a brief power select. So I hope that makes sense. You guys will see as you go. And the goal of each course, the goal of each stage is to clear all the enemies, and then the final enemy that remains, once you clear the rest, turns into a hole that you have to send your guy into. So you guys will see. Maybe, honestly, let's just do a real quick, like, 1-1. Let's just beat 1-1, so you guys are familiar with the controls. Because I feel like it's so complicated that it's worth trying. Yeah. So like pushing up there, makes Kirby jump into the air. Otherwise, he'll just go along the ground. Maxie, you found that you've turned him, and if you want to take a shot or anything, then that's cool. The power meter goes all the way up and then all the way down, and you just time your attack to how you want to do it. So just like take 2 shots, and then we'll call it that. And you can see that the last guy turns into a thing. The only other thing to know is that certain flashing enemies have power-ups that they give you, and you can use those power-ups to do whatever the enemy is able to do. That's about it. You can also actually, during your shot, you can push B to speed up Kirby just a little bit. Take 1 more shot, it's fine. Okay. Or it's another button, but there's... Push one of the buttons, Maxie, just to... I forget which one it is, but yeah, like that makes him grow and that speeds him up just a little bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and reset the game if you guys are all set, and we'll proceed.
Press starts. Press starts.
So this is going to be, gaming over is a big, that face is so hilarious. Gaming over is a bit of a risk, so don't go too crazy, and it's also, each shot will take a bit of time. But other than that, we're good.
How do you lose health?
Every shot is health, basically. So every shot takes you down 1 life, or one health. And then when you do beat a level, I think you get one more health replenished. So I believe that's how it works, but don't quote me on it. Okay, all set? All right, 3, 2, 1, go. So we've explained kind of how the game works. But it's really interesting because there's this kind of with every move you do, there's this kind of 2 phases to it. There's a setup and there's an actual shot. And obviously if you were absolutely perfect all the time, then you would just be shooting all the time. But you kind of want to take your time to be able to shoot properly. Oh, okay, so every enemy you actually get 1 extra health. So you want to be able to kind of set up your shots and take the time there so that you don't take too much time or health in order to, on each stage. Oh no, that's huge. And there are various different there are various other obstacles on the course which you'll just kind of get used to, and I won't go over each one. The only other control I'll throw in there is L and R, like switches your direction more rapidly when you're aiming up, when you're taking the shot. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I really love this game a lot. I'm also terrible at it, but it's a really solid mini golf game as far as like mini golf themed games go, because it adds so much to it. Even besides like the Kirby theme, it adds so much to it, from all these power-ups to all the different stage hazards to a pretty solid life system, even to the kind of like button tapping that you can do during the stage to speed you up a little bit, to allowing Kirby to jump. It's really just a solid game overall.
I remember that this was actually released under a different name in Japan.
Oh, really?
Like, it's based on a different game.
Oh, like not Kirby?
Not Kirby.
Interesting. I had no idea about that. I wonder what it is.
I think it was like one of the Satellaview games that they
Okay.
released or something like that.
That's interesting. It's not like a Nintendo IP or anything?
Not from what I remember. No.
See, I mean, with every shot, you just have to like really kind of consider all your options, but it's a race setting, so I mean, if you were just playing this game for the first time, then you would be changing it around. Sorry, if you were playing this game for the first time, you'd be taking your time, because you just want to, you know, be as accurate as possible. But because this is a race, you want to be a bit quick in setting up your shots as well. And I think, Coolkid, you did this before, but when you're setting up your up shot, you can hold, I think, B. You can hold some button and like adjust your spin.
Yeah, this game is based on a specialty shot.
I see. So yeah, Oasis was just telling me that this game, I never knew this, but I always thought it was just always Kirby's Dream Course everywhere. But originally, it was a Japanese game on the Satellaview called Special Shot or Specialty Shot, and it wasn't a Kirby-themed game at all.
What's the goal of this race?
Beat World 2. So the first world has 8 levels, and then the second world has 8 levels.
The original version of it.
Okay. Oh, Specialty Shot. I see. Pretty close, though, all things considered. I can't tell how we are on lives. I think we're even on lives. Let's see. Yeah, we are even on lives. It's a very close match so far. Oh.
I just love the last one. So
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, a lot of it is figuring out kind of what the power meter is going to tell you. So this flashing enemy is the first enemy that gives you a power-up that we've seen, and you actually need it to complete the stage. You need to be able to time your shot, or time your power-up usage to be able to beat it. I mean, I guess you could actually get around it with a lob shot, but... Once again, things are very close, and you keep your power shot. I don't know about between stages, but you nice. I don't. Well, we'll see if you keep it between stages, but I do know that if you do keep it between stages, if you lose your life, then you do lose your power up. We have another power up here, the Parasol power up, which you might remember from the Kirby series. Yeah, all these enemies are, of course, Kirby games. Or Kirby enemies, rather, from the Kirby series. One enemy we saw on the last stage was a spiked enemy. I think it's called the Gordo in the series, that if you hit it, it actually kind of takes away one of your health. So you have to be particularly careful not to hit the hazardous enemies. So where we have water, I won't say. I guess I'll say after you guys both hit it. But the water clearly slows you down a lot. Ooh, Maxie had enough. That was close. Maxie had enough top spin on him to be able to kind of skid along the water a little bit. And now that you guys are both at the same spot, top spin helps on water a lot, and you can also kind of bounce to some extent on the water by pushing the you know, grow button thingy. So I think Maxie's actually on his last life. We are closing in on the final hole, so we should be okay. But I'm pretty sure that you don't have any continues. You only have these hit points, being the tomatoes, and your lives. So again, if you do die, then it sets you back to the beginning of the course. Coolkid wrapping up course 1 here after a quick death. The goal again is to beat course 2, so this is just kind of the halfway point. And course 2 does get a little bit harder than course 1. It's interesting to see that they're taking pretty different routes. Coolkid finishes up. Coolkid finishes up course 1, moving on to course 2. Your lives are totally replenished.
Oh no!
So yeah, once you're done with the course, you don't have to worry about your lives at that point. I'll also note that yeah, you guys have figured. Wow! Maxie's figured it out, but I mean, as far as the lob shot goes, the trail indicates a full power shot. So if you want to do less than that, you would do less power than what it's indicating. And it doesn't matter so much for the normal shot, because power is just, I mean, the trail only indicates your kind of trajectory, not so much where you'll actually go. I think I think it might give you a 1-up, yeah. So that's actually hugely beneficial. Yeah. You killed the first guy.
I mean, that guy.
You didn't kill the tree. Wispy. Maybe.
The tree's forever.
Ooh.
Oh, you can't go up there.
And I think that might take away that precious 1-up that you just got. So going out of bounds is a pretty big deal.
I'm pretty rough spot. Oh, I can't use my power up there.
Ooh. Max is in the same spot at least. You might even. Oh, okay.
What happens if the hole is like...
A flying enemy? It goes down to the ground. All right, Maxie has opened up the stage 2 final hole he needs to get into. Oh, what a shot. Oh.
It's fun when this happens in a row, like, well, you just
Yeah.
ah, no.
And that's the Gordo enemy I was talking about before on Maxie's screen that can damage you. Yeah, I just saw that. This whole
It's not a good place to
yeah. Yeah, lucky number 13. So you guys know, I'll say it now, that spark power-up basically plows through the trees. So that's what you were supposed to do. Ooh, Maxie with another killer shot. I think that was your last life. Make it worth it. So I'm pretty sure that sets you the beginning of the chorus, and we'll see for sure. Maybe. Maybe. Okay. So Coolkid starting course 2 over again. Maxie still has 2 lives, I believe. Yep. On hole 5, so he's doing quite well. Maxie finishing up hole 5, moving on to 6. And then it's just the last 3 holes of course 2, and then he might be taking his second win in this best of 5 series. So I don't recall what the last few holes are like. Oh, okay. I don't recall what the last few holes look like in this game, in this course rather. But we'll see. I really like watching Maxie kind of customize his shots a lot. He really adds a lot to it from, both spin, top spin, and left-right kind of turn, and kind of customizes his power a lot. So it's cool to watch that. Coolkid seems to just be falling short over and over of this last hole. Earlier, even costing him a hole-in-one. And this hole has proved a little difficult for Maxie. He's finishing it up in 8 shots. But it cost him a lot of lives, with still 2 holes left. Oh no. This hole doesn't seem too bad. 2-7 that Maxie's on. Which one? Oh, I'm not sure. Oh, interesting shot by Maxie, and it pays not. It's really frustrating to like finish off a stage on like a fresh life, because or rather, I guess not. I thought that you don't get that tomato back, but he wound up getting it back, so never mind. So Maxie has his final life to use on this last stage. This is the last hole of the match, so if Maxie can finish this off, then he takes the win, and then just 1 match left, or at least 1 match left. Oh. Is he living the dream? No. Close, though.
It's hard. Hot one together.
Yeah. So this, I'm watching Maxie carefully here. Oh, not quite. Right. Oh. Those slope holes are rough. And now the ball is just wait. The trick shot. Oh, this is a rough follow-up too. Oh wow. It's exploring his options, but nothing seems to be great. With only, all right, we got to make this last shot count. Can you do it? Oh my God! Maxie game overs. Oh, unbelievably close.
It was so crazy.
So, Coolkid now in the technical lead. With only 3 health to go. That shot was so close.
Oh.
Oh, that's a good place to be. Whoa! Maxie was that it? Yeah, Maxie gets a hole-in-one. So he's setting himself up very nicely. Yeah. Getting that hole-in-one on the first hole is just tremendously useful, because that extra life just gives you so much of a safety net. Yeah. Maxie, I mentioned earlier, but you can use the power-up to go through those trees. Oh, I think it's Y.
No, it's B.
Oh, B? Okay. Thank you. Oh, that's a lot of spin. Oh my god!
That's safe.
I have 1 life left.
So Coolkid has 2 shots to finish hole 8. You'll have to find out. Oh, that's the end of that adventure. Can you live the dream? I think you can. You got it. Oh, is this going to be a hole-in-one for Maxie? Oh! Then just a dink. So Max is still with a healthy amount of health and lives, just about to finish stage, or hole 5, I think. Yeah, hole 5, with still 2.5 lives left. Coolkid finishing up hole 3 with almost 3 full lives.
I think I'm getting the hang of the game
Now it's Coolkid's opportunity to live the dream. And he did. Nice. They love it back there too. Oh, I thought you might have had that, Maxie. Oh. Alright. Maxie does still have a good amount of lives heading up to hole 7. Hole 7's a pretty simple one. Hole 6 is the one that gave him trouble last time, but he did really well this time around. And hole 7's a pretty quick one, so we'll see how it goes. Nice shot. All right, Maxie on the final hole with a full life to spare. Taking a different strategy this time around. Oh, he got the boost, but not a good boost. Oh, man. Yeah. So what I think Maxie was aiming to do before was to take out the two slope enemies so that finishing up would be very easy. But he just kind of found himself in a place where he couldn't really do that as easily. So he kind of made the best of what he could, and but he unfortunately is winding up with
Slow pull again.
Yeah, slow pull. It's funny because those vents can make a play go on for so long, and it seems like there's always a second wind. And he gets it. All right, Maxie takes game 2 of the best of 5 series. Very nice. Oh, thanks. Cool. Just under 30 minutes. All right. So we have potentially our match point here coming up, and we'll see what game it is. Okay, next up we've got Hook for the SNES. Again, this is match point, so if Maxie takes it, he'll win. Coolkid could always live the dream and stage a comeback. We'll see. The goal is to beat the flying airship boss. I don't recall. I think it might be stage 3 or 4. But this game has unlimited continues, so there's no worries there. The only thing you should know is it's actually not clear at first, but you can run in this game by holding down Y and B jump. So it's really simple controls. At some point you'll be able to get the ability to fly, which you can do, I believe, by just hitting B in midair. And otherwise, the only other thing to know is that you'll get a super sword at some point. If you take damage, then you lose it, but it's not a big deal. Yeah. I believe that's it. I guess the only other thing I'll say is you might get a health increase, like a HP capacity increase, and if you do, then it's super helpful. If you die, then you'll keep that, but if you use a continue, then it'll go back to 2 health, which can make it quite a bit harder. So, yep, that's about it. If you guys want to head to the title screen. Thanks. I think there's one option after the title screen. So yeah, do just remember that there is a run option. You actually don't necessarily need to, let's see, this is starting, all right. We should have just reset then. Yeah, let's reset. You don't always have to use the run option. In fact, sometimes it might even be detrimental. I've found in the blind races that people that don't use run often fare better than those that do. But all right, so try and head to the title screen at the same time, and then we'll just count down. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. So yeah, this is Hook for the SNES. One of a couple games I think by Sony for the SNES. Another is Skyblazer, which is one of my personal favorites. Yeah, so you can see at the top there kind of what they have for options. It's really hard in the beginning because you really only have 2 spare health and then 1 final hit you can take. But you are able to get health increases later on. Yeah, so as I was saying, I mean, I guess I'll just kind of state this clearly, but in a lot of the blind races, it's not clear in this game that you can run, and it's been funny to track blind races of this game because typically it's the people that, people will place first or like really well in this game, and then they'll watch a stream of somebody else that finishes and find that they're running and just say like, you can run this game? I didn't even realize that. So very often it's actually the people that find out you can run that don't do quite as well. But yeah, I mean, obviously this is a game that's taken off of from the movie, which is kind of in the Peter Pan series, where you've got all these lost boys, and led by Rufio, who I think is the boss of stage 1 actually. And yeah, so that's actually, well, I won't say anything. Yeah, people find this game very difficult at times. I think it's rather a attractive game. The jump is very, very floaty. Like, you go for a jump and think there's no way you can make it, and then your character just never seems to land. The game is it just needs like 1 more hit point to start out with, because it's really rough in the beginning. Hitbox are funny too.
like the super animation, even when you're halfway out of the water.
You're not. You're just. Yeah. And you're like not even moving your arms. You're just shimmying.
Just walking back in the other way.
How is that?
I think there are maybe 4 different stages in Skull. So floaty. Alright, here we are at Rufio. Parrying every single attack. Yeah, there's kind of a trick to a lot of... There are a couple dueling bosses in the game, and there's quite a trick to a couple of them. Maxie takes him down, finishing up stage 1.
Like that sword game we were playing on NES.
Trojan, yeah. One left.
Many swords.
Oh. Yeah. Now it's gone. Almost got the damage boost. Like, honestly, it doesn't even matter how long you play this game. The jumps just never, like, you always feel like it's going to be a shorter jump than you expect, than you actually do. And the invulnerability time isn't too kind either. Some Adventure Island type enemies right there. Yeah. Bats and birds. I believe the name of the runner that speedruns this game is Egonomics. He's done some quality runs of this game. Leap of faith. Lucky, I think. Coolkid reaching the second boss. Tricked. So in case you've just joined recently, we're in the finals of a mystery tournament here. We had 13 different entrants, and we had a single elimination tournament where they both drew from this pool of games of like almost 50 games, basically, randomly. And so they hadn't played the games before in most cases. And so they just kind of entered the single elimination tournament going round by round, and we are here at the final two entrants, Coolkid and Maxiethehatter. They've done a couple games so far, and I think it was King of Dragons to start with. Maxie took that one, and then Kirby's Dream Course to follow that up, and Maxie took that one as well. But, ooh! But so now we're in game 3, which is potentially match point for Maxie, and the start of, or alternatively, the start of Coolkid's comeback. Coolkid is slightly in the lead right now at the beginning of stage 3. And Maxie is finishing up, is on the stage 2 boss right now.
Alright, so that's how we do it.
Nice.
Yeah, he's with this
Enacting your swift vengeance. No damage boost today, or whatever that was. Fly meter thing. Ooh, Maxie's actually got to clutch this. It's really close. Maxie's on his last health, last life. On his stage 2 boss. Oh, and he gets him. Cool. So now it's pretty much even. Coolkid is a bit familiar with stage 3 and all the boulder men they're in.
I like how he done it.
Totally not done.
By the way, I talked a bit about mystery tournaments in general and how we've done 6 of them in the past on SRL, most of them fielding well over 100 entrants. Our peak has been 155. The latest one was in the 135, I believe. And we do it usually twice a year. So our next one will probably be coming up later this year, in the fall sometime, I believe. So definitely look out for that if this looks fun to you and you'd like to kind of try your hand at a tournament like this. And it won't be in person, as this one is.
Robo's also organizing one.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to stream it, do you think?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so ESA is also coming up later this summer, and they'll be doing something similar as well. And hopefully they'll stream it so that it sounds like they're planning to, so that you guys can watch. If you have fly meter, it's like you can see Coolkid has like 2 ticks of it left. He got it from like a Tinkerbell sprite. Slides. Meatballed. Oh, cool. From the entrance?
No, just the entrance.
Okay.
That's it.
Nice. But at the venue. People at the end. So they've roughly made it up to the same point by now. So it's fairly even. As I mentioned, I mean, one thing that makes this game quite a bit easier is finding those HP pickups. I mean, I don't know where they are, but I saw one in stage 2 that I think neither competitor got. But they're pretty rare, but if you can find them, they just help so much, because just one more hit that you can take is such a helpful boon. Oh, you want that life?
What? What? Oh, yeah.
Arrowed in the ankle.
So you have that extra life.
That's a meme, right? Arrowed in the ankle.
There's no point in getting that life.
Stage proving to be very difficult. So we still have to see what is over the crest of this whole hill. It looks like we're going to do so now. And Coolkid beats level.
I was so close, like 8 minutes ago.
Close don't cut it. Close only counts in whatever. So if you guys like flying, then you'll love this level. Also, if you like tigers that shoot fireballs.
Can I kill the animals?
No. No. Nice. Now it's on. The rest is up to. Go ahead. Best of luck. Had to jump somewhere.
So cheap.
Nice. Maxie finishes up the level as well, with full health even. Largoon. Yeah, I think that. Yeah.
Turns you into lead.
Good luck. Oh, okay, nice. Good strat. They're in the same spot, the same exact spot. Look at that. Uh-oh. I think Maxie might have hit a checkpoint. We'll see. Oh, never mind. It's game over anyway. Auto-scroller time. Helped you right into the barrel.
There you go.
Of one of these times, she's just not going to be there for you. You'll just die immediately. Found the glitch. Close. Maxie on the auto scroller as well. Oh, but does take the final. Oh, nice zip. No, yeah, this is the airship boss. And Coolkid takes it. The anticlimactic boss, but yeah, Coolkid takes it. So the current score then is 2 for Maxiethehatter and 1 for Coolkid. And we'll set up our next game right now. Okay, so I love watching people play this game for the first time, and we're going to have the wonderful experience of watching 2 people play this for the first time. So there's nothing to know about this game. The goal is to beat the second trainer. So basically each, it's kind of like the second world basically, and each world is made up of a couple of different types of vehicles you have to use, but I'm not going to say any more than that. You guys will find out. So if you want to head to the title screen, actually, yeah, just go to the next screen, and do one more.
You don't talk about the flight club.
And then one more after this. And one more after this. Okay, wait. So these are the 2 vehicles. Basically, the idea is each world you have to get a certain amount of points on the world across the different vehicles you have available to you. And so, like, if you immediately died on one of them, then you might not have enough points to be able to complete the world. In which case, you should just, I don't know if you can, oh no, you can tell the guy you want to start over. You'll have to figure it out. But yeah, that's the idea, if that makes sense. The controls for each one are unique. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to say any more than that. I'll let you guys figure it out. But you basically want points on each level. And yeah, that's it. So start with whichever one you want. And we'll count down. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. So we're starting off with 2 different ones. Just try. It's going to be, I hope this is the right decision to, oh, maybe it's not working. Curses. Edenol thought this might not work, and it looks like it won't. That's a shame, because Pilotwings is such a good watch. All right, so we'll have to pick a different game, unfortunately. Be right back. Okay, this next one. So unfortunately, that Pilotwings didn't work with the flashcard we have. So instead, we're swapping over to Zombies Ate My Neighbors, which is still a fantastic watch. The goal is going to be beat stage 8. The general idea of the game is you'll be able to use your radar. I think you have to turn it on. I don't know if it's select or R or something that turns on your radar, but you need to find all the neighbors throughout the stage, and once you do, a door will open up right next to you that you need to enter to go to the next stage. Besides that, you have so radar is select. Besides that, you are able to use a main weapon, and you'll collect tons and tons of different weapons throughout the game. And you also have a set of sub-weapons you can use. I don't remember which buttons alternate between those different sub-weapons, but you'll be able to figure it out. So that's it. So if you guys are set, we'll go in 3, 2, 1, go. And just hit start. So yeah, this is Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Most people remember this game very fondly, love this game very much. It has a co-op mode, which is great. And basically the idea is, if you didn't hear me say it, is that there are these various Earthlings throughout each particular stage. And you want to just rescue them all. Again, make sure you turn on your radar with, I think, select.
Sorry.
Oh, it might, okay, R. So you can see those blinking dots on the radar there. And you just want to go around collecting them all. And what makes this game so fun, well, for one thing, the theme is just kind of brilliant. But just this, being able to find all these Earthlings and rescue them, it's just generally a very, very fun game because of the way these zombies chase you down, and it's a very extensive list of items that you can get, which can help you out. From fire extinguishers, which freeze stuff, to bazookas, which open holes in walls and doors as well, to dinner plates, all kinds of different things. So it's really just kind of a matter of finding those Earthlings as quickly as possible and leaving the level. Again, the goal is to beat stage 8.
And it's littered with Easter eggs from like other Lucas franchises.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, Oasis Refinery. There's a lot of Lucas references, Lucasfilm references. The radar around you only goes for a certain distance, so if Maxie's finding that there's just one Earthling left and he had to kind of walk up to it before he could rescue the last one. Any doors in the game, you do require a key or a bazooka shot for them, and so that's an important thing to remember as well.
Actually one of the first games where you just like Duke Nukem style wall pranks.
Yeah.
Now that I think of it.
There is also, I never played it, but there's kind of a, I don't know if it's a sequel or a spiritual successor called Ghoul Patrol.
Yeah.
Ghoul Patrol.
Spiritual successor.
All right. Yeah, it's quite similar. I never did play it, but it looks similar. It just doesn't have, I mean, I haven't heard it kind of mentioned as I do Zombies Ate My Neighbors, so I'm not sure if people just kind of love Zombies Ate My Neighbors and then never tried the second one, or if it is just kind of not as good of a game. But if you do like Zombies Ate My Neighbors, that's one to check out as well. It is limited continues. After you beat stage 4, you're given a password you can use to resume it. So if you die in stage 8, you'd need to input the password to resume at stage 4.
Where's my life?
Your life's in the upper left.
Oh, okay.
And do remember, both of you, that you can cycle through your weapons and items if you need to. See, I mean, you're seeing all kinds of, crazy weapons and items here. Coolkid's picking up tomatoes. This game has, and he's gotten some soda cans as well. It's a whole ton of different weapons you can get in this game.
One thing I like about this game is that there's so many different approaches
Yeah.
to levels, like depending on what items and weapons you
Right.
have.
I'm not sure how this works exactly, but the enemy zombies can actually kill Earthlings, which are your objectives. But if an Earthling dies, it still counts towards your total. So I think you just lose out on points. But I don't know how that factors into, say, a speed run, because I mean, ideally, maybe just all the Earthlings would die immediately. One on Maxie's screen just got axed.
You gotta rescue. There has to be one that you rescue.
Oh,
and
okay.
It's basically your life points. So if there's only one Earthling left, you go to the next map. There's only gonna be one.
Okay.
So it means that
Got it.
you're gonna be down once.
Coolkid finishing up, I believe that was stage 3, and Maxie on stage 3.
But yeah, preferably a speedrun. We'd only have 1 week to alive all the time, which is really risky.
So this is considered a boss stage. The bosses are these chainsaw guys. You don't need to defeat them. Any boss stage is the same as any other stage. You just need to find all the Earthlings and get out of there.
These guys are so scary.
Yeah. The boss, I don't know if you guys are hearing it, but I think you guys have the audio of Maxie coming in right now. But the boss theme of this game is terrific music anyway. But the boss music of this game, for example, on this chainsaw stage, is really, really great. Everyone knows chainsaw maniacs hate trampolines. They just can't jump on them. Oh, I think that. Maxie proceeding to stage 4. I believe that'll be almost full health.
What's surprising though that there are so many levels in the game, but everything manages to be unique.
Yeah, it's
Every
true.
level has a unique gimmick.
Yeah. The game is really, really long, and I think we'll see in this goal later on, there's actually this castle level. And I used to love playing that castle level as a kid because there are all these secrets in any of those castle levels. Yeah, and you can just roam around and find all these different things. He wants that baby.
To mention that there's no infinite.
Yeah.
How do you get into
I can't say. There you go. But there you go. And there are different ways to take out the lawns as well. The walls. That decoy is really useful, actually. Maxie with 4 Earthlings left on stage 4. Coolkid with 1. But yeah, finding your way to these different Earthlings in this stage can be very difficult because obviously it's this gigantic hedge maze, and while there are different ways to be able to take care of the, the more broken hedge walls, you don't always have access to those, and you might not know about them, so it can be difficult. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm tempted to say this game would fare well with some kind of like when you go to the pause screen, it opens up like an overall map, but I also just kind of like it without that.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Coolkid unlocks Mr. Barbecue. Finishing up stage 4. That would have been funny if that guy found you. Oh, Maxie got lucky. So he used a randomizer potion, which does like one of maybe 3 or 4 different effects. And it lets you break down walls, which is perfect for this level. But it does take away your radar, which is the unfortunate thing. So it can be very hard if you don't know where the guys are to find them. But just being able to open up paths is very useful.
This stage is so horrible in co-op.
Yeah. Maxie with one Earthling remaining on stage 4.
It's quick to catch up once you know what you do.
Oh, was that?
Yep.
That was a game over, yeah. And you didn't beat stage 4 yet, so you'd have to start over.
Yeah, you get passwords. Now and then.
Like, is the password? Do I have to remember the password?
We can get it. Let me get it real quick. Oh, yeah, actually, if you wouldn't mind.
XHRS is level 5.
So Maxie with the unfortunate game over has to start over from stage 1. You do get passwords, I believe it's every 4 levels, but Maxie died with, I think it was 1 Earthling left on stage 4.
I think it also stores the victim count in the password as well.
Oh, really?
I think so, yeah. Because otherwise you just restart with the password and get the all victim bonuses every time.
Oh, that was a game over. She's right there.
You need the password on.
Let's see.
XHRS.
XHRS.
Looking at the first few levels up.
Yeah. And you're able to kind of conserve your bazooka ammo since you know it's so important.
Lots of little touches like having the soldier and then having the bazooka ammo scattered around.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Loads and loads of tiny touches like that.
Yeah, it's like I don't remember there were these many guys before. But I recall that.
Although you can just use the same passwords in case. Well, the first 8 levels doesn't actually matter because it's really rare that they all die.
So just as a refresher, this is the 4th game in this best of 3 out of 5 final series. Maxie has 2, Coolkid has 1, and this is Zombies Ate My Neighbors. So if Maxie takes it, he'll win. If Coolkid takes it, there is 1 more, which is definitely going to be the match point for either player right now. It has to be like already broken walls to use the bazooka. And Coolkid on stage 6, Maxie on stage 4. Yeah. Crap. Maxie with just 1 Earthling left on stage 4 here. But where could it be? Coolkid finishing up stage 6, heading into 7. And this is the castle level I was talking about before. It's a lot of fun. I never got as far as this game I would have liked to. I probably got up to like the mid-20s or something. Are there like 50 stages or
55.
55? Okay.
Because there are a few bonus stages.
Mm-hmm. All right, Maxie finishes up stage 4.
There's also a bonus stage that you can only reach with the best stage. Which basically puts you back on the first level. On the first level, because you've done the previous stage, you get a bazooka ammo, which you can use on the first stage to get that
Oh, okay.
again, so you can do it twice.
So you could actually kind of...
Sure.
Okay. So you could so you could actually notice like where the secret level is before you even visit it. Yeah. So you can get. You got it? So you're set for Mike?
Yep.
Okay. So in stage 1, there's actually this secret level then that you can see it when you're first there, but you actually need a password to be able to get to stage 1 with a bazooka. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
At least I haven't found a way to enter it.
Yeah.
Regular means it's the secret level is the Day of the Tentacle, where you have the tentacles. And
Oh,
it's
okay.
basically a cameo of the game itself.
Coolkid on the final level now, getting into stage 8. And Maxie getting into stage 6, I think that is. Now we mentioned every 4 levels is a boss level, and I don't want that to be. I don't want that to be overlooked here.
Prepare yourself.
Hello. They call the level Titanic Toddler for a reason. He's killing everything. I don't know if the baby will tolerate that, though. Maxie went right through stage 6. Now in stage 7. What is this strat? Oh, okay.
Ah, there.
So Coolkid just has to reach the end of this stage, and then he's got it. And that's that. Congrats, Coolkid. 20-4. All right, we're at match point here, boyos. Let's
So
see
yeah,
what it
that's
is.
about 1/6 of the game.
Yeah.
So much more. It's a really fun game.
Thanks. Okay, so this is Super Ninja Coon. Can you guys head into the bottom one? Go to 7 lives at the right there, and then keep the other one by default. So just highlight the upper left option, and then so the goal is going to be to beat stage 3. And it's a pretty easy game, pretty simple. Infinite continues. 7 lives are going to be more than enough. You can double tap to dash, and if you tap B, you can climb walls. Those are really the only things to know. So yep, it's going to be beat stage 3. So it's going to be the upper left option when you guys are ready. And here we go, match point. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, so this is Super Ninja Coon. Very, very fun little game. Pretty fast moving. And you might know it from, I mean, I'd like this game for some time, but you might know it from a co-op run that Rom Scout and Duckfist did at an AGDQ. It's a pretty interesting. I think you might even be able to stand on each other, maybe not in a co-op run, but it's a cool co-op run, and it's a really solid blind game as well. Okay, nice. And so, yep, so the goal is, like I said, beat stage 3. So it's going to be 3 bosses in total. The game moves pretty quickly. It's actually, it's a really solid blind run if you're just looking to kind of play a game for the first time, or speedrun a game for the first time, because it's very easy. And I mean, you can do a lot of movement optimizations with all the dashing that there is, but with all the unlimited continues and the high amount of lives, you can. It's a very easy game just to complete. You do get some. You get some additional weapons as you continue along in the game as well, which kind of adds some variety to it.
There we go.
But yeah, the co-op mode is simultaneous play, so it's a good time. Coolkid takes down the first boss, and Maxie finishing him off. So the first weapon power-up you get is the bomb here, and I'll leave it up to the players to kind of mess around with it. But it does, like I said, it just adds some variety to what you're what you're able to do.
Is that first level?
Yep, first level. You saw before that they actually got some health increases. I forget what, they've disappeared since. I don't know if it's dying or what that makes them disappear, but the health power-ups seem to be temporary. Okay, a new stage makes you lose your power-up. Coolkid at boss 2. I forget what that meter is at the bottom left of the screen next to your weapon. I feel like I knew at some point, but I don't recall. Charlie, do you know what that meter is at the bottom? What do you know what the meter is at the bottom of the screen?
Yeah. Should I say?
Yeah. Actually, no. Never mind. You're right. Coolkid finishes up stage 2, and I think Maxie actually made up some time on that boss. Quite a bit of time, actually. Maybe 15 seconds apart or so. And there's kind of something interesting about this level that can lose somebody a lot of time.
Their controls are kind of bad.
I generally dislike any double tap to dash type game, honestly. Or I at least dislike that part of the controls.
First time I died. What happens when you die?
Good old Super Ninja Coon. So yeah, this is the last stage of the entire mystery tournament. We've been putting this on for maybe 5 hours now. And this is the very, very final goal.
So I'm probably very far behind this level. I have no idea where.
And suddenly. Oh man, lava's catching up quickly. Coolkid now reaching the final boss of the entire tournament. Maxie not too far behind. I'm gonna, all right, well that's it. We're gonna wait for the, I think, no, that's not it. Cancel everything.
Oh, it doesn't matter, I guess. Okay.
All right, let's see what Maxie pulls out of his hat. Oh man. This is so close. And both of them with 1 life left. I think they've both done significant damage to this boss. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Alright, Coolkid winds up taking it. So congrats, Coolkid.
I didn't know how to defeat the boss at first, so I wasted like a minute.
Oh, right, okay. Okay. Oh, Maxie right behind. I must have been like no more than 15 seconds behind. Really close races, guys. Yep. So, yep, one more round of applause for Coolkid, our victor, please. Thanks. So that's the tournament. Hope you guys had fun watching. Hope all the entrants had fun playing. Hope the games weren't too hard on you guys. And yeah, so this was a lot of fun to put on. Like Oasis was talking about before, they'll be putting on something very similar at the next ESA coming up later this summer. And I'm sure we'll be doing one on SRL this fall as well. So yep, thanks guys.